Welcome back, everybody, to Houston 2099. When last we left off, we had a bit of a shopping excursion. Everyone wanted to get a few things. Before that, uh, Heck set up an appointment with Doc Slaughter that will be occurring later in the day. Um, After you guys finish your net diving session. That being said, Dak found a pair of very golden sandals that very strappy warrior like gladiator sandals that just kind of called to him after his recent revelations. You know, he would need he could get assistance from the goddess Nike. Um, so he purchased those while he was out for a not they were very low price because this person said they had been there for about 50 years. They had never moved, no one had bought them, but they had been crafted and left here by someone in her family. So Dak took the initiative and bought those, and now he's taking them home. Um, Other than that, there wasn't. I believe Hex also bought herself a dress that will change colors as needed and be able to be used in most settings as needed. Go with uh, the boots of the shifting boots of flying that she has, or winged shoes that she has.
Mm-hmm.
Um, After that, everybody met back here, and we were getting ready, everything set up for the net diving session, and everyone is ready near the net diving pods now. I'm sorry.
So
Okay,
we're all,
by Kaylee's script. Sorry, go ahead.
so we're all climbing in like pods. Is that what you're saying? Diving pods.
Basically, yeah, everybody that doesn't have cyberware connections will get in a pod, and so basically everybody's getting a pod. Those with cyberware connections will have an easier time, but interfacing.
Is Hex
Uh,
the only one that's like super cyber, or maybe like Reeve a little bit, or?
Reeve as well, and Mixie, but the other three I believe don't have. Dak, Gale, and Ostrava don't have any cyberware.
Okay. Even though we as players have never done this, have our characters in their military career ever done this?
They have done training on this, so yes, they have a little bit of experience. They have not tried to
How much field
tried to
experience?
penetrate an enemy network yet, but or a foreign network yet, but there's a first time for everything.
Yep. Yep. I'm gonna mutter to Reeve as we're like heading over to our pods. Done everything I can to avoid having to do this. I knew it'd come up at some point.
She looks over at him and kind of like cants her head to the side. She looks him up and down. She's like, "What do you mean by that?" No, just me being curious because.
So, so Reeve, you would know, having worked with Ostrava for as long as you have, that Ostrava is
Very against tech, right?
tech illiterate, and therefore tech paranoid.
Okay.
So I fucking hate things like that. But I kind of look at you and I look over at Mixie, and I reluctantly climb in, or whatever I'm doing.
Reeve kind of gives Mixie a smile, but then looks at Ostrava, then follows like behind him. She's like, I can understand it.
Ostrava, as you climb into the pod, you see there's like little slots kind of where your hands will rest as you lay in there. It's nothing is constricting or anything. It's just very open and um you see that there is on the inside of the glass there is a heads up display that's kind of showing Just like biosigns as you climb in, and it registers to you, and you see. You just Can you give me an intelligence check for me? Just flat intelligence.
Who, me?
Yes, sir.
Oh, Lord.
You can do it.
Come on, Ostrava.
Everyone else can make a perception check.
Oh, I guess it's a save. Here, I can...
No, that's fine. That's fine. That works. It's the same thing. You don't have
First roll.
Nice. Okay.
Where is
Dax
it?
sees nothing. He's climbing into his own tube.
Ah,
All right.
we're dumb.
You notice this in
fuck.
Ostrava as you're climbing in, and the tube registers. You know you catch it. Your heart rate is elevated, as you're very nervous, and Reedy and Gale can see that his heart rate is above resting as he's getting ready to climb into this tube.
Ooh. Ostrava being nervous makes Ostrava more nervous because Ostrava needs to keep calm.
Yeah,
Reedy
Meanwhile,
does this.
Dak,
it's the heart rate elevation is basically one of those unconscious things that you can't control, like that subtly gives away that you are nervous. Basically, you know what it means to yourself because you having done as much training as you have, this is probably the one thing that freaks you out.
Yes, Ostrava hates powerlessness.
Kind of let me see. You see, Mixie kind of comes to get you set up, and he's like, "Hey, bud, don't you worry. Things are gonna go a little better, I think, than you're thinking of in there. Everyone's kind of got to start on a base level, so don't worry, okay?"
I'm fine. I say, looking at this like 15-year-old kid who's like comforting me.
Reedy gives like a half smile and like climbs in, like, "Hey, ma'am," and she passes him a heavy coin. She's like, "Did you know that I know how to walk a coin across my knuckles? Do you know how to do that, Ostrava? You want me to teach you? It'll give you something else to focus on."
Sure. And I sort of take the coin. And I say, I don't know how to do that, no. But whatever calms the jitters.
Jack, you're kind of setting down your box of that you had received while you were out shopping. That's why you didn't notice what was going on. But just as
I was kind of hoping Dak did, but just genuinely thinks that Ostrava is just super confident right now. Just kind of like elbows Hex and is like, "Man, look how confident, brave Ostrava is right now. He's fearless."
Like literally sweating.
Her eyes do like one of those focusing things like cameras do, and she just goes, and that's setting like connecting wires to the back of her neck.
Yeah, Hex is probably way more chill than Ostrava is.
Oh yeah, Hex has done this before. She does have
Right.
experience with this.
She's got cyberware.
You're
Why?
a lot of it.
Yeah. Okay. Real quick, as you guys, Dak, as you set the box down, you kind of open it to take a peek, and you see that the sandals that you that you bought have transformed.
Oh, sweet.
Can everyone see these shoes that are the picture?
Those are
Black
clean.
shoes. The sandals have updated themselves into something a little more modern and your speed. They still bear the golden laurel design around the ankle that was present in the strapped sandals, but you get a feeling of purpose as you open these up and look at them.
I will don them and hope that they're broken in.
They are not quite broken in yet, but you feel like the time you spend wearing these while you're in this pod will certainly help with that. That will cover any attunement times. By the way, I'm just as a game note.
I like the idea of like shoes just being broken in as attunement.
Yeah, right.
Fun. That's a cool one.
They're not comfy otherwise.
If I don't attune, they're gonna give me blisters.
Makes sense, yeah.
But yeah, everyone kind of you know what? Everyone else can give me a perception check as Dak is starting to put on these shoes.
I did 2 better.
Dak, you're looking right at your shoes, so.
But are my eyes closed?
They are not. You're you only had to roll a 5 to see your shoes and tie them and tie your laces.
Damn it! I wish he rolled a 1, so it didn't even know they were shoes.
My shoelaces are just untied.
But basically, Hex is too busy getting herself ready for the dive. But everyone sees these really nice shoes, and everybody can get everybody that looks at them gets a sense of intense magic, but not like power. It's like the well of magic the well of magic these shoes draw from is very deep, but it is only drawing about like a ladle at a time right now.
If I can see Dak's shoes from like the pod I'm getting myself into, I'll be like, "Hey Dak, nice shoes."
And for now, Dak, these will give you a +1 natural armor bonus to AC.
Oh, like that.
Yeah, that slaps.
It's nice for a warlock. I'll take it.
Okay. As everybody is climbing into the pods, Reeve kind of pops over to a console, checks a few things, says, "Okay, everybody, are you all ready?"
Hex salutes without saying anything.
Ostrava clenches his jaw.
He kind of walks past as everybody readies and walks past the pod, hits a button, and the door kind of closes. You can see that there is a release inside, and it's basically it won't release while you're diving. And you all know that these pods are essentially miniature little like bulletproof vaults. If someone were to attack the facility while you're all locked in here, you would be completely safe because these things are basically little like panic rooms as well.
Yeah. But would you be stuck
they
in
have
them? Could they cut
What's
the
that?
power supply? Could they cut the power supply and then you're like fucking stuck in there?
If they cut the power supply, it has manual. It has manual release as well. You've all been trained on these pods, so basically you know there's a manual release. There's a ton of safety features built into these pods, as well as the materials being bulletproof, fireproof. And once you guys are inside, they have a battery pack that will run if they run out of power. And basically, if it has to maintain oxygen, that kind of thing, it will keep you guys going for at least 6 hours. And that's if you don't have if you don't have cyber parts. If you have cyber parts, it can basically your cyber parts can help reduce the strain on the pod and make it last longer as a life support system. But these are all fun features of these pods. What they will be used for now is basically complete sensory override as you are diving into the net. Now, as you're all closed in, you see kind of a count on screen from 5 and it goes to 4, 3, and everything kind of goes to black for a moment. And then you all see this this cyberscape before you. Everything is lights and sounds and intense sensation as you slip into this new form of reality for most of you. As you kind of settle in, you kind of look around at yourselves, and you see, you have a HUD almost like a video game that kind of, you see a percentage bar in green, and all of you have a slightly different value on that. That is currently equal to your intelligence modifier, or basically your intelligence modifier, or in Hex's case, charisma modifier.
Okay, I was like,
That if you have a +0, don't worry, everybody has a base of 2. As you're settling in, you see the little sprite of Mixie, his cartoon impish avatar, appears before all of you. Okay, folks, now comes the fun part. Why is he not dropping into my dang screen here? Oh, because I'm on the... I don't think I'm on the token layer, am I? No, I am. Get out there, Mixie. Oh, anyway. Weird. He's not showing up. But basically, as you guys are here, he explains to you that to get anywhere in here, all we have to do is think it, and the movement is basically instantaneous. But to get to a certain place, like if we're trying to, like as we're trying to get to the My Yucatec network, it will take maybe a second for us to get there. It's travel time over the net, but no problem. Once we're there, we're gonna have to make some moves and try and be very careful about what we're doing. But all of you can do a few things. You have the ability to compile information. You have the ability to query information. So query, and then query will be searching for information. Compile will be putting it together and using it. You have coding, which will be if you're trying to perform some kind of action, and you can describe it to me in any way you can, any way you'd like to, which is if you're trying to breach somewhere, that will probably be coding, or if you're trying to unlock something, it will be cracking. Everybody will start with all 4 of these at a 4, which is a 4-sided dice. Your resonance score is basically your HP. I will tell you if you take damage or anything like that, and it will be 1 at a time. That being said, I will ask for certain rolls as we go along, and oh, thank you. But if we but yes, if you guys sorry. If you guys have something you would like to do as we get to a certain area, and I talk about what is going on and what you see, let me know and I'll ask for a roll. You can, if you roll the highest number on your dice, you get to roll again, but the next highest dice step. So everything starts at a 4. then you're going to go up to a 6. If you roll a 4, then you go up to roll a d6 and you get to immediately roll it. If you roll that, the max amount, you get to go up again to an 8, so on and so forth. When you get to 20 and you roll that, it's going to reset, but you will get a permanent modifier to your future rolls in that stat.
Okay. Might
that
need you
being said-
to hold my hand through this.
Yeah, I was like,
That's okay.
I
This is
I got it.
it's okay. This
He
is
just has hypnosis.
No, that's a
gonna
lot.
ask-
But I will say the thought did cross my mind. I was like, Eddie knows exactly what the fuck's going on. He's gonna.
basically it
all
sounds
poison.
hard. It sounds hard right now, but as we're moving along, I promise it'll be way easier than it sounds.
I believe it. It sounds like fun.
Yep, it does.
So we're going to go ahead and get started. Mixie, while he is sorry. So Mixie is gonna say, all right, let's take a little step and look at the local Maya Yucatec network first. And he snaps both of his little fingers, and you guys just kind of blink in front of this a new area. And I'm going to go ahead and put everybody out here, because I want you guys kind of out here in the game. And feel free to move yourself around as you see fit. Let me resize a couple of you. But
It's not giving
okay.
us the option to move it.
One sec. All right. So, as you guys arrive at the local network, you guys see what looks like a large, like, square building, but there is intricate, like, gold and neon green, like almost jade looking designs going around this square building. And you can all feel this thrumming of power kind of inside of it as you're looking at it at the front. Mixie is here with you, and he says, all right, let's see if we can get some names for these guys. And he is going to kind of like, all right, I need some help from y'all. So I want everybody to give me first give me a cracking roll. So everybody roll a d4 in chat. Dak, okay. Now, with your 4 that you have, I need you to roll me a d6. Your cracking skill will now permanently be at a 6. So roll a d6 for me. So that's a 7 altogether. And we only needed one person to get above a 5. With Mixie's help, all of you kind of begin putting your will towards this getting into this building. And Dak, as you're kind of reaching your hand forward, a door handle appears on the outside of this, basically feature of this facade of a building, this big square building that just has these like gold and jade trim symbol around the top. A door handle appears in front of your hands, and as you reach and turn, the seam of the door appears in front of you, and it gives a satisfying click sound as if you had just unlocked something and the door opens in front of you. Before you see what look like file folders, and you see above each one, kind of everyone, as you walk in, you see above each one neon signs like personnel or security or projects, that kind of thing. Everybody, I need you to roll me a search check. So everyone's gonna start with D4s again on search. I got
That's
Gale
everybody.
at a 2.
Ooh, Reevy.
Hex.
Ooh, Hex.
Reevy and Hex. So let's see.
We roll 1d6 now, right?
But yeah, yes, Reevy and Hex both roll a D6.
Y'all leveled up.
2 to 6 and all right, 2 6s altogether. Perfect. Okay. So with your search, you come across, you narrow down to personnel files exactly who you're looking for. Kind of searching through this, you find ID numbers that match the mask. An ID number for someone that matches the mask. The name on it is Miguel Tutoro. So now you have a name and an ID number. Mixie kind of looks around at you guys. What else do you think we need with this? He doesn't want to. He's kind of like he knows what we need, what you guys need, but he's kind of like wants you guys to kind of take a look around.
Security rotations.
Okay. Security. If you would like to look for security rotations, I'm going to need a compile roll.
Good call, Reevy.
And that's a 1d4?
Yes, that's going to be a D4, and you're going to need to meet a 4.
Damn.
Be a 2. That's okay. So as folks, as you guys make failures and don't hit rolls, so everybody, you're going to start collecting what is called net influence points. And basically, as you're going along, and if you are trying to hit a roll, you can use these tokens to boost your roll and try and hit what you need, or even roll the next dice step if you have enough. So right now, Reevy, Reevy has
I have 2.
Ostrava should have 2. Gale should have 2. Dak has 1. Okay. And Hex has 1. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So yes, just something to think about. If you can mark it down in notes on your character sheet that you have. I'll start making notes on all of your character sheets real fast so that you all have it and kind of know what I'm talking about here. All right, but you, Reevy, with a 2, you're unable to get into the secure to sift through the security information that you need to find what you're looking for. Anyone else would anyone else like to try and find something?
Now that we know this guy's name and this is his ID number and we have his mask, Hex is curious as to like probably breaking into like social media and like finances and accounts just to like get to know his life from that. You know, like where was he born, blah 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 blah. Just so it's like if she wanted to, maybe, you know, like could just or have one of the people just pretend to be Miguel and then like go into work like a normal day and just do espionage from the inside. So she just wants to learn information about this particular guy right now.
All right, you would like to get deeper personnel information? Okay, go ahead and give me a search roll or a query roll.
Is that the D4 one or D6 one?
I think that yours is a D6 now.
Query. Hold on one second. Ugh.
Got a 3. You only need to hit a 5, so if you'd like to use 2 to meet that, you can.
What? I'm sorry. What do you mean?
You have, so you
I have 2 what?
2 influence points.
Okay.
So you can use those to boost your roll up to the 5 you need.
We'll use 1, yeah.
All right, perfect. Okay. So
what about cameras? Camera location.
Sorry, 1 second. Okay. I'm just gonna start putting notes in everybody's stuff so that they have this information in their bio page. But yeah. Security info is going to be in well, like, you're trying to what kind of security info are you trying to get?
Just camera locations.
Oh, okay. Like last time he was on camera?
Yeah.
All right. That is going to be a compile roll, difficulty of 7.
And I still have a D4 on that one, correct?
Yes.
Oop.
All right. So take another influence point.
I'm down for that.
You rolled a 1, and all right, that is going to be a critical failure. You rolled 5 under the target score, so something bad is about to happen. All right, everybody, as Reeve is trying to gather the information she needs, you all see basically what looks like an eye appear above the center of the room, and a beam of light starts to kind of sweep around the room towards the spot Reeve is at, looking at the files she's the security files she's wanting. I am going to need a Reeve, I would like you to give me a coding roll, difficulty of 5.
Okay. Can I spend 2 of the little points?
You absolutely can.
Totally doing that.
Okay. As you spend your, as you meet what you need to, this beam of light is about to wash over you, and you, kind of, you feel yourself wanting to be hidden, and as you hold your hands up to kind of shield your face from the light, you see that you have become a bit translucent to it, and the light just kind of passes over and through you and beyond you, and as everybody looks over to you, you basically are like, you're there, and people can sort of see you, but it's kind of like the Predator, so the light is bent around you and goes through you rather than what you know actually being seen. And as the light passes and continues on, you kind of, that effect fades and you kind of reappear normally. After that, would anybody like to try and do something about that?
Try and do something about what?
About the eye that is searching through the room right now.
Try to shut it off.
Okay. How would you like to try and shut it off, Gale?
Get it, Gale.
You can tell me anything, whatever you say, and I will. Whatever you tell me you want to try and do,
Your wildest dreams.
I'll give you a roll.
Your wildest dreams. Go ham.
Yeah, if you want to just try and throw something at the eye, you totally
I
can.
want to
and
throw a
that'll be
can
roll.
of Alamo beer at it.
Okay. You would like to throw a can of Alamo beer at the eye, okay? So that
I like
is
it.
also going to be a coding roll, and that is also going to be difficulty of 5.
Oh, I changed the difficulty.
So you're just gonna roll a d4, and you have to beat beat
Oh,
that 5.
Oh.
So remember, you can explode. You can you rolled a 4. Okay, so your coding goes up to a 6, and now
Nice.
go ahead and roll your d6, buddy. All right, an 8. Perfect. So now you're rolling a d6 in coding, and
You can
Gale,
beam it.
as you're thinking about it, you just want to peg this drone out of the sky. A ice cold can of Alamo beer appears in your hand, and you think to yourself, "This is perfect." And you just rear back and toss it up at this eye, and it connects right in the middle of the pupil. A spray of digital beer foam goes everywhere. You can feel the beer on you as it sprays from the can, but this eye does kind of you like a drone. Watch it kind of like tilt in the teeter in the air and then tumble down and crash, and then kind of fade and disappear. You have averted security search for now. And thwarted it.
Reeve's hands are sweating now. She's like kind of like shaking her hands a little bit, and she's doing the normal bounce from one foot to another when she's nervous.
Gale's gonna jump up and yell, "Huzzah!" and then be quiet.
That was
Nicely
so
done.
cool. I almost screwed everyone. Sorry about that, guys.
Let's see, I've got Gale.
No,
Yeah,
it's
go
okay,
ahead.
Reevy. That was one of the coolest things I've ever seen anyone do. I thought I could
That was
throw a ball.
pretty You can throw a ball. I tried to do that once, and it came back and hit me in the face. I don't recommend it.
I tried to do that with a boomerang, but it just kept going.
Oh no!
So, remind me. This
My
is a
brain was
person of
like, Dak,
interest.
make a make a perception check, Dak. Whack. It finally came back.
Oh boy, I love
No.
this place. So this is a person of interest, right? We're trying to find out about this person and/or possibly manipulate this person, correct?
So you know who the person is. You have their ID number. There is easily some more information you could get on this guy that could make
Next
access
of
help.
kin.
Okay. Ooh. All right. Then I will need a query difficulty of 5.
Okay, and I do a 1d6, right?
I believe your query is at a d6. Yes.
I would like to use lucky.
Okay. I will let you use lucky to reroll. Yes.
It's still a 2.
It is
Oh,
still
no.
a 2. All right, so go ahead and take your influence point.
Okay.
As you're trying to search for next of kin, you don't find anything. It seems like maybe this guy was an only child, and you're kind of looking through his stuff, and yeah, his parents are alive, but you can't find any information on him.
Okay.
Um,
Maybe it's for the best.
would anyone else like to try and find some more information?
Do we know his name?
You know his name and you know his ID, which is akin to like his login name.
What about his home address?
That is another that we don't know that yet. You can try and get that. That'll be another query roll. That will be also a difficulty of 5.
Oh
Who
no.
supplies the power for this building?
Womp womp. No luck.
So, Ostrava, you have influence points. If you spend 1, you can blow up your dice and roll the d6.
Okay.
That is something you can do as well. If you roll like a 3 or a 2, you can spend your 2 to, like, if you're at 4, if you spend to get to the next die step, you do get to increase your die.
Okay. Then I will use one of them and roll up to a d6.
All right, so you get a total of 8. You're able to pull the personnel file and get his home address, telephone number, basically his work email as well, which is his first initial and then his last name at My Yucatec.
What is his name?
Miguel Tuturo.
Miguel Tuturo. Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. So you have a phone number and a home address, as well as his name and employee ID. Any other information you guys want to try and get while we're here?
What did I get from the social media search?
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed social media search. Go ahead and
I already rolled it. I just never got the results of the roll.
Send
I'm
a friend
so sorry.
request.
Where was that?
I think it was a
Is that the 3?
yeah.
Okay. The social media request actually a 3 will the social media search a 3 will get it. You find that this guy is very active on Instagram. It's still around. Insta's still around. But yeah, basically he posts a lot of pictures under his actual name, but there's no. Basically, as you find his profile and review it, there's no information about that he works for My Yucatec here. So like, so while it could be that he keeps his personal and work life separate, or he just doesn't let people know what he does for a living. There's a couple different explanations for why that could be.
Okay. And I do want to search and see where the Aztec building like gets their power supplied for, or if it's like an on-base thing. Like they have to leave some sort of like trail, like of like something maybe, or like they order shipment somewhere, or like just any sort of address or something attached to.
Okay, so would you like a physical address for the My Yucatec building? We're in Houston, where you guys are at.
Yes.
That is easy, and that's public information. So I'm not even gonna make you roll for it. That's that you actually have that already.
Do they have any sort of like like deals or partnerships with any other like mega corporations, or like
you would like to look for corporate partnerships? Are you looking for overt or like manufacturing type partnerships, or what?
I guess anything that would
partnerships or what? Sorry, it just depends on what you're looking for on difficulty.
Let me think. Mostly like a supply kind of partnership. Yeah, maybe manufacturing or wholesale. Just again for easy access for like points of entry. Of again, we'll slide in under the guise of somebody coming to repair their fucking radiator.
So you're looking for supply /
or like services or like Yeah.
Places that they would get raw materials from for manufacturing the weapon. Sure. So go ahead and give me a query roll. Difficulty of 7.
But if it's just a D6, then how am I getting 7?
Hmm?
How do I have to? I don't.
So you roll a d6, and if you have enough influence
that's
points, you can spend up to it. Or if you roll your 6,
Nope.
and I was gonna say you can spend if you have 2 influence points, you can spend 2 to get your 6, and then roll your d8.
Oh shit.
I spent a point earlier on something, so I don't know if that was 2 points then at once. Then I
You
had
should
0.
have,
or
I think, 2 right now. I think you failed to roll. You failed to roll the second. Every roll you fail gets you an influence point.
Oh.
Every time you fail a roll, that you get an influence point.
Okay. Oh, so the more we fail, the more influence points we get.
Yes.
There's no reason to not roll for anything.
Basically, yeah. If you make rolls
Holy
like
shit.
and then basically if something important comes up that you need to succeed on, you can spend as many of them as you need to.
Oh, I have no way.
Okay.
I didn't keep track of that then.
But yes,
Ruby wants
Hex-
to try to get more security information again because that's important if we're going to try to do anything
Okay,
in the building.
so okay, what kind of security information are you looking for? You cannot get camera feeds because you've already
No.
watched that one. So
Yeah, we already have his information, but somebody's login information.
okay, so you have his basically you have his employee ID, which is his login. Now you are trying to get his password. That's a good one. That is going to be a cracking roll, difficulty of 8.
Do I think I only have a D6 in search, right?
In cracking, I think because your first well, I think you have a 4 in cracking.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, just making sure I had it right. Let's see here. 2.
So would you like to spend 2 to roll your d6?
I don't think I have another 2. Do I?
I think you might only have 1. You're right.
I think I have only 1. I mean, yes, that would
Okay.
get it up to a 3, so it wouldn't be like a super massive failure, right?
Yes, if you'd like to roll or to avoid another big failure, you can spend 1 so that you're not missing by more than 5.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. That is a good idea. As you're doing that, you basically you aren't able to track down his password. It seems like the encryption on that is a little too difficult for you to crack. However, as you're doing that, Mixie is going to all right. So Mixie is going to lean over and kind of tell you, point out a few things to you, and add another 6 to your roll. So basically, you together with Mixie, you guys get the password that you're trying to find.
And she's trying to like commit to memory what he just told her, and so she's gonna sit there and just kind of like discuss it with him back and forth, like under her breath a little bit, to make sure that she has the information he just told her correctly.
So what mechanically what Mixie just did is what is a perk that will be available to all of you eventually called Code Share. And basically if someone in the group is trying to make a cracking roll, they can you can add your roll to that person's roll if it's exceedingly good.
Nice.
That's a perk that you'll basically be able to get a hold of. Some people will be able to get a hold of later. But you guys get the password, so now you have a name, password, and username for this guy. You have a lot of information. Is there anything else you would like to get while you're here?
I have an idea, if you will. I don't know.
Okay.
Because we have his work password, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I like somehow create with the code like an AI bot to like friend him and like kind of DM him and hit on him as a bot to like subtly build this fake relationship with him and like extract information from him?
Nice.
Go ahead and give me that will be a coding roll, difficulty of 6.
Okay.
You got this.
Just like a flirty AI to fish him for information.
Yes. Because
Let's
if he's
go.
in love, he's gonna tell him or her or them whatever stuff, and then we can use that to our advantage. I'll spend my points.
Okay, 2 of your points, so you're at 4. Go ahead and roll your d6.
Now, do I stay at D6 or is it just for this roll?
Yes, you will stay at a d6. You'll stay at a d6
Okay.
after.
Oh my god.
It's okay, so that's a 5. Which
Not
I
very
said
good.
6, I believe, was your DC. So unfortunately, it's the you try and get a chat bot to work, but you're fumbling a little bit with the setup on the responses and everything, so that it stays interesting. So this seems like a project you could probably come back to for this guy.
Plant the
if you would
seed.
Yeah. Non-con.
But yes, you can, since you still failed the roll, you do also get an influence point, even though you spent 2 of them. You still tried to make the roll, so you get at least 1 influence back for everything you failed. So,
True.
well,
Even if you
so
waste it, it's not a waste. This is a fun system.
exactly.
Yeah.
If you use
I like
1,
that
you still get
mechanic.
to if you use 1 just to blow up, you still can. Even if you fail, you get it back. But then you could also blow up again.
Well, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
So we're basically looking up employees in my Yucatec, or
Well, you basically since you have this one guy's mask, you were getting his specific
right.
information
Mm.
so that
Okay.
you can access what he has access to.
So we can't hack anyone or anything else.
Well, I didn't say that. Now that you have his information, his login and his password, that makes getting other information in the network much easier.
Oh shit.
Because you will now have access to everything he has access to already in the network.
Can we create like a backdoor code or something to like get back into it later, or like
If
start
you get locked out.
Yeah.
Like if the password is changed.
Right, yeah. Good
Or
It
like,
occurs to you that
net
since you were able to find it already once, it would be easy to do again. So basically, since it's already been done one time, the difficulty of it the next time would be much lower. Because you might have to work out the encryption, but you know exactly where the password's kept, so you don't have to do the search for it.
Okay.
So it will, no matter what, it's going to be easier next time. But, okay, you know what? I'll put it this way. If someone would like to try and create a backdoor into the system, that will be a coding check, difficulty of 12.
We should all do that.
You can certainly all try it. It will not hurt anything to try it.
Yep, we're all taking our turns just coming
Well,
up with
okay,
viruses.
it might hurt if you fail by 5 or more.
Fair.
Ryubi wants to try to read the communications between him and his higher ups. Get
I
named
like it.
that way.
Okay. So I see you rolled a d6 there. Was that a coding to try and
Yup.
create this
I rolled a
backdoor?
1.
You did roll a 1. That is a critical failure.
Yeah.
So I will go ahead and give you you get your influence point, and I will say what happens after everyone else makes their rolls, if they would like to make an attempt.
There's no spending points. Can I spend points, or am I just fucked?
I mean, you can spend points, but I'm not sure how. I don't think you have enough points to get to 7.
Damn, you're right.
I will roll. Do I start with a D4 or
Oh, you
D6?
said right.
For coding, I think you have to start at a D4 because right now everyone starts at D4 and everything.
I will blow up.
Okay, sure. So all right, so you have 4. Go ahead and roll your D6.
I will lucky.
Okay.
God damn it.
Oh,
Then
What are the odds?
3,
again.
so you got 7
You did?
altogether.
But it's not a fail. That's a. I mean, but lucky would just be a reroll, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so it'd be a 5, right?
Oh, you spent 3 to get up to the 4, right? So you would have 4 plus 4, so you'd have a total of 8.
I'll take it.
So yeah, it's not the epic, not the over 5 failure on the attempt. Reeve, you said you were trying to do something as well, trying to get a hold of the higher ups' contact information.
Yes.
Between him and his bosses. So that is going to be a compile roll difficulty of 3, since you have the login and the password.
Okay, and I'm at a 1d4 for that, so am I on the right screen? D4. Woohoo!
3. You met it. Awesome. Perfect. So you find a series of communications between this guy and his boss. The most recent of which was from today, where he requested his replacement mask from, and his boss was basically berating him for what happened to the previous masks. He knows how expensive they are, and that the cost of it will basically be deducted out of his paycheck. And as you see 12 portions of $100 each.
Ooh. She kind of winces at that, and then looks up to everybody. He's gonna get a replacement soon. I don't know how much longer we will have access with this information. I guarantee you everything's gonna be changed when he gets his new stuff.
Oh, shit. Good hat.
It was good. That was a good one.
And she makes sure to notate down the higher up's name, and through his employee database goes to look at the profile so she can get a face to the name.
So you get the boss's name, no problem. So that's gonna be Derek Esposito. And then as you're looking, you're trying to get more information.
No, just look at, you know how like some companies will have like, these are the employees that work for us. Here's a headshot smile that they have. Yeah, like the directory that they have in the inner office personnel files.
Okay, so you can get that's gonna be a compile roll of 6. If you're trying to get everybody in the company, it's harder. If you're just trying to get this, which is going to be the 6. If you're just trying to get this guy's department, which I don't think anyone has actually gotten which department this guy works for yet. But yeah,
The shoe department.
Yeah, she's gonna look at the department and like see who the department head is, so she can hopefully see if they have like any sort of like employee picture database for it.
So you can go ahead and for the departmental employee database, that's going to be a 5, a DC 5 compile.
Compile and not a search, because he's already got access since he's already an employee at the location.
You're working on gathering the information and putting it together.
Okay. Dang it. I was trying there.
No, it's okay. I'll take it. If you feel like it should be a different role, you can lobby for it, and I will let you know.
Okay. Let's
Yeah.
try.
It's a
I'm gonna go
3,
ahead and use the last influence thing I have to blow that up to make it a D6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Roll your d6.
You got this.
I say you can't fail. That's a 6. Go ahead and roll your
Let's
d8.
go.
That blows up. You've got 10 altogether. All right, that is going to be a 15. Awesome. Okay, with the great failures, there's also great successes. So if you get 5 over on your success, something awesome happens.
Oh shit.
So as Reedy is going through and getting the departmental information, they find that this guy actually works for R&D on the Nogwals. You are as you're going through this information, you're getting the entire department as far as programmers, QA, testers for the motor functions, testers for the programming. You're getting all of the information you can on basically who programs and puts together the Nogwals and the head of their department as well.
She is immediately recording all of this information down. She is just in information gathering mode, and every now and again she'll look at Mixie, just so that way she knows what, she's looking at the right information and doing it correctly. She can tell by like small little body movements or twitches, and just continuing what she's doing.
By the way, so as you are looking through the list of for the department, you see full names for all positions except for the head of the department, and all you see is 2 letters, AP.
She doesn't take time to kind of look at that just yet. She flags it so she can dig into that more when they're back in their place.
Is there a tier underneath this one person?
So you're trying to
Kyle?
see. Oh, okay. So, looking, since you guys have the full list of basically this whole department, you can see that he is basically a one of the programmers. He helps with the. This guy helps do the judgment AI, as far as for what specific his specific role is, and he is one of the senior programmers for this section. So he has a little bit of pull in what he does.
So this is like the highest up person or the person underneath?
He's like a middle manager basically, but he does some serious coding for these units.
Okay. I would like to find out am I able to like hack for information about this person now that I've unlocked the name?
So you've got what kind of information are you looking for?
Next of kin.
So okay, you're trying to get
Oh
his
my
next of
gosh.
kin again.
Yep.
Since you weren't able to get that earlier, I'm not
Okay,
gonna let you get
that's
it.
fair.
I'm not gonna let you try again.
That's fair. I like it. Totally
Good try
makes
though. Good try.
sense. Worth a shot.
I gave you credit. You know. Is there anything else you'd like to try and find?
What do you guys think? You guys want to try to squeeze this guy?
Does he have any like
Reason.
debts owed anywhere, or like criminal past records or anything, or?
I'm curious to
that-
know what access he has within their system.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
But it also kind of
And I
doesn't make
also
sense
have-
coming from my character.
So I mean, honestly, it does. You being the practical person you are, Ostrava, it does kind of make sense. You'd be like, well, we've got his login. What can we do with that?
Yeah, I don't know.
We just found all these goodies right in front of you, where it's like, oh, I got these people, I know his password, and maybe that like sways him a little.
Can Reeve also look to see if there's any caches storing any bit of code that is currently in process of being worked on?
Okay.
Somebody possibly.
So that all right. Let's start from top here. I think I had Dak. One more time. What was your you were looking for one more time? That was
originally it was next to Ken.
Oh yeah.
But then I was passing the torch to someone else if they had some ideas.
I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
So let's see. That was Ostrava with level of access. Ostrava, give me a query difficulty of 3.
Okay.
Hey.
Perfect.
Let's
You hit
go.
it. You see that he has a senior level access. That he has basically there's 5 levels of access. He has third level access. So there's a lot of files he can get to. He can get into all many of the project files on the Nogwall project. He can get into basically all of the code for it, except for you notice you know what? Give me a compile roll of just give me a compile and let's see what you get. There is no failure here. 3. Would you like to spend a point to blow it up?
I actually don't think so. I don't really think this character would be doing like querying and compiling in general. I'm kind of okay with being bad at this and letting everyone else shine.
I will let you know that at the end of the net diving session, basically, any points that are left over can be spent on some permanent upgrades for this particular part, and then they go away. So if you don't spend them, then they're gone.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay.
Letting you know. Okay.
Okay. I think that's that's true to the character.
Mm-hmm. I took a flaw during character creation to be like completely incompetent with technology, and this is literal coding.
During Shadowrun, yeah. During Shadowrun.
Yeah, yeah.
You're like an analog paladin.
I got a lot of crazy shit in return, so it was worth it.
He did. Okay. So with your 3, I will say, blah, 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 blah. You don't, I said it was a, did I say it was a 3? I'm sorry, my brain.
Yeah, it was a 3.
Okay. Difficulty 3, so you met it exactly.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm sorry. You met the previous one. I asked for a compile roll to see if you found a specific thing. But as you're kind of browsing through the files, nothing sticks out to you that you aren't able to get into. You kind of you're looking at important things like motor function and that kind of stuff, and like artificial intelligence parameters, that kind of thing.
Bunch of gobbledygook.
Pretty much, yeah. you can't really decipher it.
Yeah, what the fuck is all of this?
That's what I'm saying. The higher your compile roll would have been, you could have gotten some better information. But that's okay. I get where you're coming from.
The Strava, that's just Snapchat.
What's a Snapchat?
Oh, it's you snapping and you chat.
Snapping and chatting. Yeah, just Ostrava has no clue.
All right, and then I'm sorry. There was one more question one more roll I think from Reeve, right?
I had one too.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, she's feeding Jesse and Twinkle, Sparkle.
And I will never know that cat's real name, and please don't tell me what
I know, right? And now
it's
that
Sparkle, Sprinkle, or Twinkle. I don't know. And, that's okay not to.
Can I roll?
I just have to keep it going now, and I say all three every time just to kind of throw you off. But
Yep.
you never know for sure.
Never know. You can guess it.
Savannah suggested sequin.
I like it.
Could I roll for a criminal record or again personal debts?
That's right. I'm sorry. That was the other question. Criminal record.
Yeah.
Yes, that will be a query roll.
Is he going through a
Difficulty
divorce?
5.
Okay, I am back in the office again.
Nice.
You said 5?
Fun.
Yes, I did say 5.
I'll spend. I don't know how much it costs, but I'll spend a point or have. I'll
Just
spend a
one.
point.
Okay. Yeah, to hit it. Cool. So you hit it, and you can't find anything other than minor traffic violations, that kind of stuff. Like nothing serious on this guy. He seems very squeaky clean,
Mhm.
which in and of itself is a little. I mean,
Well, so
it's- he seems normal compared to someone. If someone had no record at all, that would be even more suspicious. But he has, like I said, traffic tickets, parking tickets, that kind of stuff, which is normal stuff. He seems just like a regular dude.
We know where he lives, right?
Yes, absolutely. Y'all got his.
We
Y'all got
capitalize
his
on
address.
that.
You
Can we
absolutely
query
can.
his health records?
This is the worst day of this guy's life.
You absolutely can. Gail, give me a
This is
query
from my team.
difficulty of 3.
I think
Nice.
that's a 4 for me, right?
Yes.
Hey.
Perfect. You hit it spot on. Okay. You find he seems to be in okay health. His cholesterol's a little high. He seems to like eating foods with a lot of butter. But other than that, everything seems fine. He is no serious illnesses. You do see that like in family history that his parents both had cancer, but that was they've both since recovered and are fine. Cancer is much more treatable now, and can be with the introduction of the cure disease spell. A lot of previously untreatable diseases have been able to be treated with magic. That being said, there are now also magical diseases out there that can't be treated with, that are crazy and can't be treated with magic, or can only be treated with specific magic, not disease curing. Anyway,
Can I look through his deleted texts?
You can't. Basically, this mask acts as a company phone, quote unquote, so you can look through the messages on the mask. Absolutely.
Or like.
Oh shit!
Basically, what you're doing, what you guys are looking at right now is the mask. The building you're in is the mask connected to the Maya Yucatec network.
Okay, I would like to look through the messages, please.
Absolutely. Go ahead and give me a compile roll first.
Do you remember the roll that I succeeded on by chance?
Most recently.
Well, not succeeded, but got a double on my 1d6.
That was your cracking roll at your very first one.
Okay, so I got a
And I
1d6.
think I put that in there already.
Okay, thanks, man. I got 1d6 for there, so it's 1d4 now. I would like to use my blow up, please.
Okay, go
So
ahead
1d6.
and spend 2 to blow up, so it'll go up to
What?
d6.
Oh, I have to spend 2.
Well, you have to go spend basically If you roll a 2, you would have to spend 2 to blow up.
Oh, I think I have.
Yeah,
one
you have
right
to. You have to.
I
Oh,
see.
you only have 1. Yeah.
Yeah,
So you
yeah.
have to roll up to basically if you spend you have to spend up to your maximum die amount to blow up and then roll again.
Okay. But I would like to use lucky. It's my last lucky. There's
Okay,
a 25% chance that I get this right.
Yes.
And it didn't quite get there, but that's okay.
Well,
That's fine.
you can spend that to blow it up. Now,
Oh,
because you rolled
shit.
a 3, you can spend the
It
1.
still counts as a success.
Yeah.
Oh,
so,
shit. Then
yeah.
I have more than I thought, which is
So
fine.
if you ever fail, you get 1. But if you basically, yeah. So now
Okay.
that you've rolled that 3, you spend 1, which blows up, and now you have another 3
I
on top
see.
of that. You rolled 7 altogether.
Okay.
So for you,
Okay.
I left it open-ended on the compile this time. I wasn't having you shoot for anything because this was to see how much of the deleted messages you were able to gather. And with a
yeah.
7, you're able to get about the last 3 months worth of messages out of the mask, and it is a lot of information to sift through. Are there any keywords you'd like to hone in on while you're looking through the stuff?
You know, there's a question that I've never asked, and I think it might be relevant. Who is the president of the United States in the year 2099? Please don't say Barron Trump.
Well, the United States doesn't exist anymore
Whoa.
as it did back then. There is, well, remember there is the cast, there is the NCAT, so the Northern Canadian and American territories, and then there's the Confederated American states and all that. So basically, yeah, there's North and South U.S.
I want to type in the names of world leaders.
Okay.
That might cover it.
Okay. Actually, so give me a query roll difficulty of. Just give me. Actually, I will let you. I'm not going to give a difficulty on it. Just give me a query. And we'll start from there.
Oh. Yeah.
3. Okay. No, that's fine. So you go through and you enter a few names. You enter, the president of both NCAT, your country and the country you're currently in, and you find a message from both, basically, or not from both, but talking about both in a inter-office chat, basically about feature requests from these presidents, and basically they both amount to recording and transmitting of local user data to be sifted through by government, and basically my text like, no, that's ours. That's our data. So they are doing that, but they're not giving the data to anybody else.
So we do have contact information for the president, for a president.
You don't have contact information. You have references to those leaders, basically making feature requests.
Gotcha.
You see, there
Okay.
are various custom feature requests from a few different world leaders. You basically
I find a
look
few
into-
TPs.
Yeah, basically. You find one from the president of Paraguay, Davide Roquette. No, I'm kidding.
John.
I was gonna say I just put David Rock in our game. Lol.
Oh god.
Oh,
There's
God, no.
escaping him.
I'm gonna make him
No,
an
I'm kidding.
NPC.
I'm kidding. No,
Okay.
but basically, there's a bunch of you find feature requests from various world leaders that are being fulfilled for personal. Basically, they have Nogwals that were sent directly to them for personal use, as far as they have protection, they have recording, and all of that. All of the ones sent to world leaders have protective protocols. So bodyguard reactions, that kind of thing, will detect projectiles coming in at a certain speed and distance from a certain distance away and intercept. It also has weapons. Strangely, they have weapon systems inside of them, and all of the world leaders requested them, that they all have weapon systems to be basically, so that they can be effective bodyguards. Give me a give me a query of 4, if you don't mind, there, Gale. Oh, I'm sorry, not Gale. Dak. I'm sorry, no, Dak. You were the one doing it.
I crit failed.
What?
You did not crit fail. You only rolled a 1. You didn't roll 5 around. You didn't roll 5 under the target, so you're okay.
Okay.
No crit fail. You just rolled a 1.
Oh,
it's not that bad, but so you get your you get your influence point.
This is a fun system.
Thank you. This is, again, heavily inspired by Kids on Bikes. Have never stopped blowing up, but it's a lot of fun. I figure this will be a lot of fun for doing net diving stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The one that you roll, you get a strange feeling about all of these world leaders having an AI bot with weapons next to them all the time, but these world leaders seem fine with it and want it, so whatever. It does, but basically everyone has that information that, basically every world leader, every leader of every country that's out there has a Nagwal unit. That 95% of them have weapon systems. All of them have armor and bodyguard protocols, as well as various other features. Almost all of them have translators built in. Most of them. Okay, so that not many of the world's leaders are cybered out, because they have been given magic by the gods that basically have empowered them, and taking the cyberware can cause them to lose their connection to the gods, so they don't get cyberware. It's not to say mages and or wizards and or sorcerers can't use it, but basically clerics. Almost all world leaders are considered clerics of a god. So that they speak for the gods, and so that's why they're generally elected.
Okay.
So a person is elected and then they're empowered, not the other way around.
Gotcha. Okay.
So basically, they're given. Someone is elected on their own merits first, and then they are further empowered. So that is how global leadership has basically balanced out. There are various champions among the world leaders. Most of them can fight on their own, because they have all been, threatened in some way or another in their lives, and they've risen to the occasion. That's not the case everywhere. Like in the Americas. Except for the tribal the tribe lands, that are ruled by the council. Basically. Oh, that's an important note. The Native Tribe Council has not requested any Nogwal units, and any that have been sent to tribal lands have been returned disabled. And when I say disabled, you find more information on it. They have been basically, the circuits have all been fused. It looks like every single one has been struck with lightning. So after like five attempts, they stopped. So it seems that the Council of Tribes is suspicious or wary of these Nogwals, but everyone else seems to love them. Let's see. You know what? It is. Wow, it's almost 9. Do you guys want to take a quick break?
Perfect timing.
We can take a quick break.
And grab a little bit of water and coffee. Welcome back, everybody. What we just did was found a bunch of information pulled from the mask, pulled from my Yucatec network through the mask about this man, Miguel Tuturo, and what he does at my Yucatec, as well as a ton of information about the Nogwals, which really you were all kind of what is what your government was wanting anyway. You see that he is a pretty important player as far as the programming goes for these bots that are being sent worldwide. But aside from what he does, you notice that the head of the project was pretty shrouded in mystery. No one was able to find anything on them except for 2 letters to indicate a name, AP. And those are like A space P space, not like app or anything. But yeah, AP. As you guys are kind of winding down, looking through this guy's information, Mixie is, kind of has pulled some information himself, and you see that he's got what looks like a paper, like a manila folder in his hands, but that's basically just a representation for this. It's a bunch of data. But he's looking around at you guys. Did y'all find everything you need here?
The only thing Reeve is going to look at next is see if there's like any sort of company events going to be happening soon, like a Christmas party, whatever they have celebration-wise, when everybody's going to get all together.
Oh shit!
That's a good one. Mm-hmm. Man, we were.
Work happy
especially I know, right? Okay, you know what, give me a query check, roll difficulty of 4.
Query I haven't upgraded yet, correct?
I don't think so.
Okay, so let me go ahead and try. So 1 d4.
Hey, that's a blow up.
1.
Roll your d6. Gonna be 3 for a total of 7. Perfect. Okay. So
and that was query, right?
Yes. So your query is now to d6.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. And everyone, I did put those in the bio section of your character sheet, so you can change those as needed, and I even put a influence point spot on there, so you can adjust that.
Nice.
Yeah, thanks.
I hope you guys all keep track of it. But yes, with that query, you do find, you find a party coming up. For it's actually a official global release party for the Nogwal units.
Oh shit.
There, you find it's got celebrities, it's got politicians, all of the programmers, the programming team is going to be there, all of the higher ups for Maya Yucatec are going to be there. With the 7, I will say you also find an event list for that day, and you can see that there's going to be an address from Kukulkan, Khan, as well as that is one of the hot keystone events, as well as a performance by Ishel.
Reeve's making sure she is notating as much of this stuff down as she can, because she feels like it's incredibly important information. So that way she can share it with everybody later.
I'm gonna put the names in.
But it does it also seem like there's going to be a lot of like academics for what their like guest list is, or do I need to do another search for the guest list?
They through the guest list. I mean, there is, like I said, there's celebrities. Anyone. There will be academics there, but it's folks that would be like Bill Nye the Science Guy, kind of who do science, but like are kind of like performers as well. There's a lot of like public like I said, public figures of note, social media influencers. This is going to be a huge event, like almost like a gala, but there's the guest list is insanely wide.
She immediately flags it because her brain's already like thinking it's like ways to be able to infiltrate their like pretending to be press, etc. like that. So she's filing everything away.
Dak, do me a favor. Can you give me a query check for me?
Sure.
And that'll be a difficulty of 3.
How about a 2?
You have a point to spend on it?
No.
Would you like
I
to?
get a point. No, I think this would be my second.
Okay.
Of
Well,
2.
you can spend a point to succeed. You don't have to spend points to blow up. You can just, since this is just a 3, you can spend points just to succeed. You can spend points to blow up if it's higher than what you need to succeed. Like
I choose to succeed.
Okay, perfect. As you succeed, you're looking through, as Reevy is looking through the guest list, you spot your name.
Oh shit.
With the 4? Yes.
Okay.
As well as separate listings for the 3rd and strangely the 2nd as well.
My family just goes to the Met Gala. Okay.
You basically that
I'm invited.
You had gotten you didn't really know you had gotten invited because you haven't been back home in a little while. You've been on this mission. But basically it makes sense. You remember you had been approached about it for sponsorship deals type things. Be like, Maya Yucatec wanted to pay you, but Jerry, he didn't let anyone else pay you but him.
Okay. So I tell the party, hey guys, I'm on the guest list. I can get us into this social gathering.
We should go. Something in person's a little more my style.
Hex is also pleased. Oh, party. Never turn one of those down.
I was just saying I couldn't hear you, Beb.
She just kind of smirks at that, and she's like, "Well, that presents a lovely opportunity."
Already got an in. Dak, it occurs to yeah. Basically, yeah. When you get back, you could. When y'all get back to Meat Space, you could always RSVP for that and make sure you secure your invitation.
Before the session ends, she looks over at Mixie and she's like, "Okay, we've already done all of this and got all this information. How do we erase our tracks?"
Well, he kind of wiggles his fingers. We're gonna need to do a little bit of coding. So everybody, let's go ahead and make a coding check. Difficulty of 5.
I think mine is still at a D4, correct?
Second.
Ooh, Hex.
Yeah, it's my
That's a
search,
blow-up, Hex.
compile, and
Nice.
it's my search, compile, and query that are higher than a D4, right? Oof.
1.
Which,
Okay.
which one are we going for again, Eddie?
That's gonna be coding.
Oh, so that's a D6 for me, right?
Yeah, I think so. So, Hex, go ahead and roll a D8 as well. Gil, I know you have one. You can spend one to blow up and go to the next die site as well.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Nice.
Boom. Okay, so roll you a D8 as well. 2, so you got 8 altogether. Hex has a 9 altogether. Perfect. And Levy and Dak and Estrava, did y'all roll coding checks?
I did.
I have
Okay.
not, but I can.
Okay, I see. Yeah.
I think I'd have 1 influence point, and I can expend
Okay.
that 1 influence point. And
Oh, that's
you
what I
rolled a-
wanted to write down. I have two points now. Okay, 'cause I failed.
Yeah.
All right.
Alrighty. No one. Because of Mixie's help, no one failed by more than 5. So you were all able to.
I'm being paged. I'll be right back.
Yep. Basically, you were all able to cover your tracks, and as you all back out of the building and go to close the door, basically the door as you all exit, the door swings shut behind you, and where the seam where it was just kind of flashes with a bit of light and then melds back together like there was no door there in the first place. The handle disappears, and you're all standing back out on this seemingly large roadway in cyberspace. Is there anything that you would like to do out here in the net while you're here? Mixie is with you, so anything, if you were to try to get anything dangerous, it would be less so because Mixie is here.
Reeve looks over at Mixie and she's like, "Can you show us home? Where
What about?
we're at, so that way I know where we are in relation to everything else in here." And she just kind of looks around. She's like, "There's so much here. It's easy to get lost."
Well, yeah, this is all of the net. This is everything, so we can be anywhere. And he just kind of snaps his fingers again, and all of you are you're in what looks like a facsimile of the building of your home base, but it's translucent, as you all approach, basically, the door immediately opens to you as it recognizes all of your biometric data, and you're able to enter the network of this building unhindered because you all already have access to it. You can see basically everything is, the entire building is translucent, kind of. You can see where the pods are in the center, where you all would be, where your bodies would be, but like there's basically, you just see glowing lights where the pods would be. You aren't able to, no matter how you get to it, you aren't able to go up and walk up to look at your body. That being said, you are able to, and none of you have to even roll for this because you all have access. While you're in this in the network, you're able to pull up camera feeds and look at yourselves and look at the inside of the building, and you can kind of see the feed of the pods. Everything's fine. No one, you guys see while you're there. You know what? Do me a favor, Ostrava, roll me a D100 for me and tell me high or low.
High. Always high. Let's go!
Hey, okay. So, while you guys looking at the camera feed, you look and you see kind of out of in the corner a broom come into the frame, and then slowly you see Duffy, the janitor, doing his job, and while no one's watching him, he's sweeping the floors around you. He kind of goes up to the pods and he sees y'all are in there. You see him go up and just Windex, like clean the glass on each one while y'all are in there. He checks everything, make sure y'all are all set, make sure everyone's in there safe, there's nothing wrong with them. Y'all can see that Duffy actually is like a caretaker for y'all. He's here to make sure you guys are okay, while also cleaning things up. And as you with that 98, with one of these strange camera angles, you can see down the collar of his jumpsuit, and you can see what looks like tattoos along the back of his neck peeking up from underneath the collar of his, like I said, his high collared jumpsuit. Normally you wouldn't be able to see it, but because of the strange camera angle, like looking up and down, like down over the room, you can see, like I said, down into his jumpsuit and see those tattoos there. They look kind of like the ends of tribal tattoos, but you can't really know for sure, but they do definitely creep up into his hairline. Anything else I'd like to do while you're in the home network? Or
I got nothing.
Muted, babe.
Thank you. I keep forgetting I do that. Because I try to watch out for Kaylee, but Reeve's immediately checking the cameras and everything like that of the place, like inside. Is she easily able to check the ones immediately outside to make sure there's nobody around their building?
I mean, yeah, and as you cycle through it, and there's no one. Building's safe. No one. Everything's fine. The grounds are empty except for the normal guards that would be posted around the building, that kind of thing.
Okay. She's okay. She's fine with that. She relays it to everyone. She's like, if y'all want to go out first, I'll keep eye on everything until everybody's out, and then I'll come back. And just cycles through continuously.
I want to infiltrate the tech guys, please.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
What
was that?
I had a feeling that would be a popular decision. The second head honcho, like the guy who's tech guy, who has the emails and stuff. I want to stalk him for as long as he.
You want to try? Oh, well, y'all left the Az Technology building. That's why I was asking about that. If y'all wanted to still do stuff in the Az Technology building, I apologize. we can go
No.
ahead and retcon
Well, I
and
meant-
do that.
I meant more in the real world because we have
Yeah.
these rats.
Oh, y'all want to go? Oh, y'all want to do stuff in Meat Space? Okay.
Meat
Okay.
space, baby.
Meat space.
Space.
Okay.
I love that term.
Anything else? Is there anything else y'all want to do while you're in the net still, or are we done net diving for today?
Gail wants another virtual beer, but this one to drink.
Okay. Give me a coding check, difficulty of 5.
Ooh, I got a D8 on that one, don't I?
Let's go.
Hold on just a
Doing good
second.
at
Sorry. Y'all are on my phone while I'm running around the house.
You're okay.
D8. Yeah.
Eight. Roll your D10, buddy.
Nice.
That is a 12.
Ooh,
Okay.
very nice.
Gail, as you're concentrating on this, you get an ice cold Alamo beer in your hand, and it feels like the real thing. You swear you have a beer in your hand, and you crack it open and drink it in the net. As you're doing this, you watch a little. On one of the outdoor cameras, as Revi is watching, a delivery drone, starts to approach the building, comes up to the front door, sets down a package and leaves. And Revi, you're able to change the camera angle and watch Duffy just kind of come up and grab the package and walk it inside. And he's looking at it, and he goes to shake it, but then he reads the top of it and takes it back to the room, and he walks right over next to Gail's pod and sets it down, and then walks back out.
Revi just grins. She's like, nice. You got a surprise when you get out of here. You're gonna like that.
Let's get drunk.
Good roll, Gail.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Anyone else have anything they want to do while we're in cyberspace?
I'm a meat space man.
We can check.
personally.
We can check out a couple other. We can check out a couple other places. If we can check out anywhere else you want to, if you need while we're here in the net. If not, then yeah, we can go back to. I can shift you guys back to the pods. Remember to keep a current count on your influence points that you have at the end. And we will talk about what to spend those on the next time we get together. Next time we get together, I'll probably do that and go over what we can spend those points on, and then we'll play a little bit more.
Word.
I can't.
All right.
Remember.
All righty. Now with that, we'll wake up back in the pods. Get that ride music going. Go. All right. You all come to from your pods. It's not. You guys don't feel like groggy or anything. There's a little bit of split second of disorientation as the pods release all of your senses and you're kind of come back to your body. Here in meat space, you feel heavy and fleshy, except for Hex and Revi. You have the metal bits and bobs as well. Gale, as you awaken and your pod opens up, you see the package left next to your pod there. Do you open it?
Didn't realize it was on me. That's gonna be an affirmative.
Okay. You open the package, and within, it's the size. It's about the size of a shoebox, maybe a little taller. And as you open it up, there are several cold packs around a 6-pack of ice cold Alamo beer.
Nice. There it is.
Gail's gonna pull a beer out, or pull the 6-pack out and hand a beer to the whole crew.
Reeve takes it. She's like, thanks, cheers. Immediately cracks it open.
Mixie takes the beer and says, well, I mean, whatever, I'm only one. Fuck it. And he goes to drink it, and he says that, and you're like, what? Because he'd given you guys an age previously.
Okay.
Everyone, give me an insight check on that real fast, if you don't mind.
But where's my?
Ooh, not great.
Normal.
Reeve, Dak. Oh, alright. Hex, Reeve, Dak. You all hear that and look at him, and he's like, alright, they have to flash grow these bodies. I get all my stuff is downloaded into my brain, and basically they take my cyber brain and put it in the new body every time.
Every
All the
time
stuff I
something
have
happens.
every time I burn through one of these doing something stupid in the internet.
Her eyes light up at that. She's like what? She wants to get into mischief.
You can't do what I can do.
Well, damn.
It's just like, I was grown this way. He kind of has a question.
I gathered that.
At that. It's like, but it's all weird, and there's a lot that goes into maintaining all of this, and anyway, he's kind of like, all right, so when out? He's just kind of looking at y'all. Did my part. He's kind of sitting down in this chair, and his legs don't quite reach the floor while he's sitting in this chair, and he's kind of kicking his legs a little bit, sitting here.
Well, we figure out what we want to do. I'm hungry. Anybody want me to order pizza real quick?
No anchovies.
Yeah, pizza sounds good.
Reeve starts trying to take care of everybody while they start planning shit.
The government's paying for it.
Exactly. It's not our money.
As you guys order pizza, as you guys go to start to order pizza, you see Duffy. Duffy is still in the room, kind of straightening things up, and he pulls out a phone. And as you guys are talking about pizza, everyone make a perception check as he pulls out the phone. Everyone sees him pull out the phone, but you may not hear him talk. So that's what the perception's for. 24, 13.
Yeah, nice.
Ostrava, you want to do a perception check?
Yep, sorry. There it is.
Oh, you're good. So that is everybody but Gale. y'all can hear him basically putting in your pizza order as y'all are talking about it.
Reedy pops up and goes next to him, and she's like, "Hey, put something on there for you."
He kind of puts the phone down. And he's like, "Don't you worry, it's pizza party day." And he's adding as whenever y'all order yours pizzas, he adds on basically 5 more meat lovers, 5 veggie, 5 cheese, and 5 pepperoni, and so it's like he's feeding everybody in the building.
It's a homie move.
He comes with us everywhere.
I was gonna say, you can make an insight check on Duffy again if you'd like to while you're here.
Yeah, I find this guy extremely sus. If nobody knows, well, I guess he's always been here.
Yes, he has. And with a 6, you're like, man, this guy just does so much good, cool stuff for us. He's so nice.
Okay, I guess if I feel good about it.
She goes to give him a high five before she goes and goes to walk over to Hex. She's like, "So, we got a gala to prepare for. You want to go dress shopping?"
Of course, I know just the place.
Excellent, excellent.
So we've got dress shopping lined up. Dak, you want to stalk this this hapless employee whose mask you stole, or y'all want to try and get a hold of his boss?
His boss.
Okay. All right. That one. Say his boss is one of the project leads. He's one of the dude that the mask y'all stole. He's the one that actually does the work. Like, he does the programming and everything. So his boss is just he is a middle manager. He does do the guy that you were looking at. He does do important programming work for these Nogwal units. Let's see. But yeah, y'all can totally try and track down his boss.
We should do that.
Yep.
Okay. I will say that you guys got the boss's name. Was not as easy to get a hold of that guy's contact information. You got the employee, you got all of his stuff. You got his address, his phone number, all of his stuff. But his boss, y'all don't have that information yet. Y'all will need to get that.
Got it.
Doesn't have to be net diving. Y'all can do that through physical means in the meat space as well. And the only reason y'all didn't get that is, I believe, the role for that information wasn't there, or y'all didn't actually. I don't think y'all tried to get his personal, the boss's personal information. Y'all just tried to get the guy's information, the programmer's information.
Oh, I forgot to put the roll. Okay.
Muted. But with his name, knowing he works at Maya Yucatec and what department he's for, it may be easier for you guys to get it in meat space, track him down in meat space than it would be in the net at this point anyway. Especially if he's if he's some kind of project manager. He's gonna have a lot of knowledge on various information, just on what's going on, not necessarily on like what it does and how it works. So he is a good source of information as far as what the main goal of everything is. He will be a good source of information.
So we can go to this party and ask around.
Yeah, actually, y'all can try and find him at the party. Absolutely.
This is the same guy that Reeby had already tagged, right? That had gotten drunk in the bar with?
No. The guy that y'all got drunk in the bar with is the middle manager programmer. Jack is trying to find that guy's boss.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The other guy that was at the bar, y'all didn't get his information.
Yes, Reeve did. She got his number on a burner phone,
Oh,
so that way she could contact him and flirt with him and have an end
you
with
got
him
his-
anywhere.
you got his number, but you didn't get his you didn't really you didn't get as much information as you have on this guy.
Oh no! Just a means to contact
Got the one
him
map.
and
Yeah.
have a way to get to him
Oops.
physically.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because y'all don't really have much information about the other guy beyond his phone number. Okay, so we've got a couple different things y'all could do. What would y'all like to do for tonight? I mean, I know we also mentioned that there was a Hex has a appointment with Doc Slaughter.
I say we kick down the door to his apartment building, murder everyone inside, and just loot the place.
He makes a good case.
We do have his address and I think his boss's address, right?
No, weren't
Or-
able to get the boss's address. Y'all were
or
able
we're
to get
looking for the
just
boss.
his. Yeah, you're
So
looking.
we're
for the
gonna-
boss. You have the boss's name.
we're gonna
and what
squeeze
department
him.
he is.
Excuse me.
And give him the squeeze.
I'm cool with giving him the squeeze. If we want to go
Y'all-
put the screws to this guy, I'm all for it.
Put the screws to the squeeze.
So y'all want to try and track down the boss? Okay. So we can do to try and track him down. You guys have about a week up until this big gala event. So y'all are gonna have a few chances to do some downtime activities between now and then. And that can be one of them is trying to track down this dude and put the squeeze on him.
I like it.
That being said, don't really. I was gonna say I don't have another. Don't have a setup for that. We could do the dock tonight,
still
unless
not
you want to
rolling.
go ahead and call it. I know it's getting close to 10.
Thank you.
The dock? We could do that.
I'm down to call it. I gotta get a kid in bed.
That's true.
Thank you for stealing my water bottle.
That's okay.
Yeah, if we need to call it, we can stop here.
Yeah.
But I'm,
Yeah, we can-
I'm down
this
to
will be a
keep
good-
going if anybody else wants to check out the dock. But I
It's
also
whatever.
kind of don't want to go without Gale. I don't know.
Yeah. I feel that. Yeah, we can stop for now. That's fine.
Yeah, let's go ahead and just stop for the night.
Well, fun stash.
Yeah, good stuff. I like this new system.
It was a great time.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys had fun with it, and yeah, this is. I want the net stuff like. Be creative. Ask questions. Anything you guys ask me about or y'all think about, you want to try and do. If you can even try and guide the narrative a little bit, depending on how you roll.
Mhm.
I will let you guys. That's how it's gonna on what you're based on what you're trying to do, and if we get intent and method and what you're trying to do, we can this will be a very collaborative effort on the net diving system.
Mm-hmm.
A lot more storytelling and whatnot, but yeah, there will be opportunities for you guys to also guide that in what you guys find, depending on how the rolls go.
Yeah.
And yeah,
even-
I'm gonna get you guys perks, some perks soon too.
Yeah, even though my character didn't use the system a whole lot just because of the way he's built, I can see our party using this all the fucking time.
Hell yeah.
'Cause it's the best research tool we have. Just
That
like
was
real
super.
life.
I'm really glad you guys had fun with it.
Hell yeah. Alright, y'all. I will see most of y'all tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Yep, I'll go
Thanks.
ahead and stop
All
here.
right, take care.